Right now at noon, President Trump accuses 6 Democratic lawmakers of sedition over a video posted on social media. What the video is about and reaction from both parties. Plus, what a new report from downtown Madison, Inc. is showing on tourism after years of recovering from the COVID pandemic. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Spreiter. We now know the identity of the man who died in a crash on South Stoughton Road earlier this week. According to the Dane County Medical Examiner's Office, 44-year-old Derek Powers of McFarland died in a vehicle fire after that crash on Monday. Police say they tried to stop Powers earlier that day, but he kept going. The deputy reportedly did not pursue him. Later, witnesses say they saw a vehicle speeding and entering a ditch along the median side of South Stoughton Road. Upon exiting the ditch, the vehicle crossed all northbound lanes of traffic and crashed into a tree. Powers died at the scene. Police are sharing new information related to 2 brothers arrested on homicide charges for incidents that happened nearly a decade ago. 33-year-old Justin Charlo is accused of fatally shooting a 29-year-old man in a vehicle along Atterbury Lane on July 25, 2017. He faces a charge of first-degree intentional homicide and party to a crime. Yesterday, Columbia and Sauk County officials then arrested Justin at a home in Randolph near the village of Cambria. Meanwhile, 34-year-old Jordan Charlo was arrested for first-degree intentional homicide and party to a crime for the same shooting. Jordan also faces homicide charges for a shooting in May 2016 in which officers were called to a gas station on Verona Road and found an injured man inside a vehicle. That victim died at the hospital. Jordan was also allegedly involved in a 3rd homicide case from March of 2017, where he allegedly fired shots into a vehicle located on East Washington Avenue. The victim drove away from that shooting and died after crashing into a hotel on East Wash. Right now, Beaver Dam police are looking for a missing and endangered person. This is 42-year-old Alexis Nelson. Police say she was last seen in May when her family last had contact with her. There is concern for her well-being and safety. Nelson has ties to the Dodge and Rock County areas. If you have any information about where she is, call the number on your screen. This afternoon, President Trump is once again at odds with Democratic lawmakers. As Natalie Brand reports, the latest spat centers around his response to a video posted on social media.
It's going to get a lot of us killed. We have kids.
Lawmakers are condemning President Trump's social media posts accusing 6 Democratic lawmakers of sedition punishable by death.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
The president's comments came in response to this video from the lawmakers with military and national security backgrounds, with a message to concerned members of the military that they do not have to follow unlawful orders.
Don't give up the ship.
The White House clarified that the president doesn't want to see lawmakers executed, but criticized the video.
They are literally saying to 1.3 million active duty service members not to defy the chain of command, not to follow lawful orders.
Actually, what they said is you can refuse an illegal order, which is in the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
But they're suggesting, Nancy, that the president has given illegal orders, which he has not.
Back on Capitol Hill, some Republican leaders have tried to downplay the president's response.
That was a wildly inappropriate thing for so-called leaders in Congress to do, to encourage young troops to disobey orders. I mean, think of what the threat that is to our national security and what it means to our institutions.
Others say it was inappropriate.
I don't think it's a good idea to talk about jailing your political opponents or hanging them or whatever else.
I don't think the video was smart. I don't think the response to the video was smart. It was not right. And we got to lower the temperature.
The Senate Minority Leader called on Capitol Police to give extra protection to the lawmakers involved. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
A poll from Politico and Public First released earlier this month shows a majority of Americans, 55% of those surveyed, expect political violence to increase. This follows the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk and the murder of a Democratic state lawmaker and her husband in Minnesota. Let's get a first check of your first warned forecast. Here's meteorologist Blaze Keller. It's good to finally see a little bit of sunshine out there.
Yes, we'll slowly get there. It's probably going to happen later into the day today, but from here on out, we will certainly see more sunshine than currently what we're seeing, and certainly compared to Thursday. Let's start out in Dodgeville, where it's 40 degrees, feels like 36. The cloud cover and those northwesterly winds, while light, both contributing to a little bit of a wind chill out there. As we look ahead through the rest of the afternoon, we'll eventually settle into those 40s. Keep in mind, though, because of the northwesterly winds and the cloud cover, we'll chip away at it, though, slowly but surely. All of that is going to contribute to it feeling a little bit cooler out there than the actual air temperatures. As we head into the evening and overnight, we'll settle into those 30s and even the upper 20s. Now, Josh, folks at home, we are getting ready for a big cool down where some of our high temperatures may be here in the next week or so. So we'll take a look at that coming up in just a few minutes.
Do we have to?
Do we have to? Yes, we have to. Unfortunately, it is coming whether y'all are ready for it or not.
Thanks, Blaze.
Yep.
New report from Downtown Madison Inc. shows record tourism after years of recovering from a COVID-related drop. The report shows the Farmers Market, concerts on the Square, the Madison Marathon, and Maxwell Street Days are all key players in bringing in more than $327 million in visitor spending last year. That's 4% more than 2023, the first year to see a bounce back from COVID. Businesses on state are 79% locally owned. Meanwhile, construction spending is the highest ever, but it's still not enough to keep up with growing demand.
We're just about 35,000 residents living in downtown Madison. That is much larger than cities our size across the country.
The report shows rental vacancy rates continue to stand at a nearly all-time low, and median home prices are at record highs. A major construction update is coming to Madison on Monday. City officials say phase 2 of the John Nolan reconstruction will begin. This means traffic is still down to one lane, but all traffic will be redirected to the northbound lanes. The Capital City Trail will remain open and accessible through this stage. Now, this is expected to last until summer 2026. Phase 3 will begin then, shifting traffic to the other side. You can learn more about the John Nolan Drive project on the official City of Madison website. Coming up next on News 3 Now at noon, how well Amtrak did this fiscal year, plus why Walmart is raising its sales projections ahead of the busy holiday shopping season.
Amtrak saw a record number of riders in fiscal year 2025, with 34.5 million customer trips taken. That's up more than 5% over the last fiscal year. Amtrak also reported $2.7 billion in revenue for that time period, a new high, and a 10% increase over last year. Walmart is raising its sales projections ahead of the busy holiday shopping season after reporting a 29% earnings boost in the most recent quarter. The company credits the rise of e-commerce, particularly its fast product and grocery delivery service, for the stronger-than-expected results. It comes as the National Retail Federation forecasts Americans will spend a record more than $1 trillion for the holidays this year. And McDonald's is seeing green this holiday season. Participating restaurants will drop the Grinch meal on December 2nd, which includes a Big Mac or 10-piece chicken McNuggets, a medium drink, and a new dill pickle-flavored McShaker bag to give the chain's iconic fries a mean, zesty kick. The Grinch is also sneaking pairs of socks into the meals, featuring beloved characters from the Dr. Seuss books. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jesse Mitchell.
Here's a look at the current stock numbers at the noon hour. The Dow is up 569 points, Nasdaq up 158, and the S&P 500 up this hour 82. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call for action. Today's farm numbers are up next, and Blaze is tracking the first warn forecast. And later on Live at 4, our film critic Will Loper on what's new to streaming platforms this weekend.
You are living in a dream world.
Pam Yankee's out of the radio barn at a farm broadcasting convention in Kansas City, so here are your farm numbers. Time now for your certified most accurate forecast with the first warn meteorologist, Blaze Keller. Hi, Blaze.
Hello. We will start to see some sunshine as we go further into Friday. Emphasis, at least for today, on some. As we head into the weekend, a bit more sunshine, especially there Sunday. A high pressure system is overhead, but it's not really doing much. We're going to continue to stay underneath the cloud cover, at least for most of the day today. As we head into next week, and we've been getting you ready for it, we are going to get a blast of Arctic air. When looking at where this air is coming from, it's essentially north of the Hudson Bay within the Arctic Circle. That is all arriving after a big system moves through towards the middle of next week. So again, we will see some sunshine as we go further into Friday, but as we go into Saturday, you're seeing it here on Future Track. Some low 50s possible, while winds will be out of the northwest. We'll again see partly to mostly sunny conditions. Looking ahead to Sunday, if you're heading up to Lambeau to cheer on the Packers, looking at very pleasant conditions overall. High pressure continues to be the dominant weather factor over the Midwest. Winds turn back out of the south, and more the low to mid 50s return to end the weekend. Then we get ready for that big system that will bring us some rain and maybe some flurries as we head into the Thanksgiving time frame. This is going to be the system that brings about that cold Arctic air as it moves on through. Doesn't look like a whole lot on Future Track, but as the system pulls on through out of the Midwest, it will pull down that cooler air, taking us out of the 40s and 50s today through Tuesday into those 30s and even the upper 20s, as maybe some of us will be doing some shopping there on Black Friday, looking to stay in those low 30s into that following weekend as well. And this cool down could be kind of sticking around as we go into the not only first few days of December, but possibly into the middle of December as well. We're looking at about a 50 to 60% chance of being cooler than average from the 29th through the 5th. We also find that pocket of 60 to 70% chance of being cooler than average into parts of the Dakotas as well as Montana. So I don't think this pattern change, once it sets up later, closer to Thanksgiving, is going to break down anytime soon after that. I think we're probably going to be staying cooler than average through at least the first, I would say, chunk of December. If you're going to be cheering on the Packers tomorrow, upper 30s to low 40s, partly cloudy and cool, dry weather. Not anticipating really any rain or snow now that temperatures are starting to get on the cooler side until we head into next week. But I think, Josh and folks at home, a lot of that is going to be more rain. I don't necessarily think we're going to see a whole lot of snow. The only chance I do see us having snow is probably going to be on Thanksgiving and then on Friday, but that is likely going to be certainly on the flurry, the fluffy side. So we'll hang out in the 40s and 50s through Tuesday, and then we're gearing up for the 30s and much cooler temperatures for Thanksgiving and beyond.
I'm just kind of like covering that back half of the forecast.
That's a tough second half of the 7 day.
All right, thank you, Blaze. Well, hey, speaking of those flurries, as part of Winter Weather Awareness Week in Wisconsin, the First Warn Weather Team is announcing daily winners of this First Warn Weather shovel. Take a look at it there. It's a nice shovel. Hey, today's fifth and final winner is Mary McCown from Arena. Congratulations, Mary. Be sure to tune in today on Live at 4 to get more information on how to see the First Warn Weather Team's latest 2025-26 winter weather forecast. Well, hey, there is still time to help the Goodman Community Center feed 4,000 families this Thanksgiving. Here's a look at some of the specific items still needed. 430 frozen turkeys, 1,700 cans of veggies, 2,900 units of vegetable oil, 2,300 units of stuffing, 2,200 of gravy, and 3,700 cans of cranberry sauce. You can drop off your donations from now until 7 o'clock or Saturday and Sunday from noon to 4. If you can't make it in time to give food, Goodman is also accepting financial donations. You can find that link at this story on channel3000.com. The Middleton Cross Plains Area School District is on its way to make schools more sustainable. Phase 1 of the district resolution to move towards renewable energy sources began this year. School officials say the district is installing solar panels on 6 buildings across the district, meaning 99% of the electricity used by the facilities will be from solar power.
The other part of it is that if we have to be less reliant on the utilities that we don't have to pay, that means that we can actually funnel some of those utility costs that we were paying into the classroom.
In total, there are 5 phases to the Middleton Cross Plains resolution, with the ultimate end goal of completely using renewable energy sources for operation utility costs by 2035. Coming up next on News 3 Now, Angie Horkin with her latest tailgate recipe. We're getting you ready for the final Badger game day in Madison with the Wisconsin Beef Council. Angie Horkin stopped by News 3 Now this morning with her tailgating recipe of the week. Are you guys hungry?
Yeah, starving.
We're always hungry when Angie Horkin is joining us from the Wisconsin Beef Council. And of course, we've got the football.
We are ready for the game, guys.
You're always asking for that hat. What are we making today?
Well, for the last home game, we're going to make a really awesome, delicious glazed flat iron steak recipe.
Yum.
So sorry, Chris, he's not here this morning, but we have a delicious steak. So let's talk flat iron quick. Flat iron is actually from the chuck. It's very beefy flavor, but it's the second most tender cut behind the tenderloin. So kind of a newer, less popular cut and a little more economical than a tenderloin, but it's perfect on the grill since it's so tender. And then it's got that great beefy flavor, so like chuck roast.
Yum.
So yeah, it's a wonderful cut. So we took it, we grilled it. Now we're gonna make a glaze. That's where the al pastor comes in. It's kind of like a spicy, sweet, spicy glaze. And I'm starting with pineapple. Just half of a can of crushed pineapple. Equal amount barbecue sauce, about 1/4 cup. Then some ancho chili powder. Give it a little heat.
There we go.
Because it is going to be in the 40s, right? So, and windy.
Football for you.
And then a little bit of sweet onion, and then a little bit of garlic. So do this ahead of time before you head out to tailgate. I just got it in a little food processor. Kind of mix that up.
I got to get me one of those.
I know. It's even red for the badges.
Oh, you're so good, Angie.
Half of this onto the flat iron. Put it in the fridge, marinate it. You don't have to marinate it very long since you're not marinating for tenderness, just flavor. Okay. But I do it the night before, just because.
Easy.
So here's what it looks like. Here's the other half. So I need this put on toasted baguette. Josh, Michelle,
All
anybody?
right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Then here is the flat iron.
Right down the middle?
Yeah,
or just kind of
that'd be
everywhere?
perfect. Here's the flat iron. It's been resting. So I grilled it to about nice medium rare, 135, 40 degrees. Let it rest. It's been resting about 5 minutes. I'm gonna grab my clean tongs. So we're just gonna slice this up. And then I grilled pineapple alongside because we're gonna put some more pineapple on top of our steak. And then just a little shredded lettuce and pickled red onions. So a lot of flavors going on. But you can definitely make these ahead of time or just assemble them if you are on location tailgating. But if you tailgate from home, super, super easy.
Oh, yum.
Wow.
Okay, look at that.
Oh, my
it smells
gosh.
delicious.
Oh.
So if you guys just want to bite a steak, I'll do this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Of course I do.
There's I knew you did.
My hands are clean.
Okay. Then we're going to do grilled pineapple.
I'm not patient enough.
No, Savannah.
Thank you.
Okay. Like that. Then shredded
Sneak peek,
lettuce.
it's tasting good so far, you guys, just so you know.
And pickled onions. Yeah, there it is. Isn't this beautiful?
It's beautiful
This is
and it's delicious.
Sandwich.
Wow.
It's something different. Like, this is just something I would not think of to make for tailgating, and I love that.
Yeah, and you can cut it up easily. Share it.
Like this.
Look at that.
Yeah, we're going to slice it with a bread knife. Oops.
That's okay.
Slice it for everybody. Okay. BeefTips.com is the Wisconsin Beef Council website, and we've been talking about that. You go right to As Seen on TV, and we got all the tailgating recipes we've done.
Take
all
your bite.
season.
I'm not waiting.
Right
No,
there.
don't wait for us. You take your bite.
But this
How
is
is
the
it?
al pastor glazed beef
looks
flat
really
iron
good.
steak sandwich.
All right, you can
That
find that on
pairing.
Tips, you guys.
Yeah.
That is
beautiful.
amazing.
Is it
the
good?
Pineapple, the sauce. Oh my
The little
gosh.
heat from the ancho chili powder.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm so
try
happy.
it on.
Get in there, guys.
Let's go.
All right,
Put my hat
Okay,
BeefTips.com.
so go Badgers tomorrow. And hey, gotta give a shout out to the Reedsburg Beavers today. 10 a.m. We're playing at Camp Randall.
Still got the red on,
Got
right?
The nephew number 2, Will McConowitz, is playing. So I gotta give the Beavers a shout out today.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, thank you, and
Shout
thank
out
you
to
so
the
much for all of your help this
Yeah, thank
season
you.
and helping us tailgate.
Yeah. We'll do it next season.
All right, perfect,
Absolutely.
Angie.
Forward to it.
Thank you. Blaze, you missed out this morning.
Hey, you could have saved some.
It got eaten really fast.
I can't imagine that there was going to be any leftovers. That looked amazing. Hey, for the rest of the day today, we're headed into the 40s. Some peaks of sunshine here and there. I wouldn't necessarily count on a more sunny day, but certainly by the weekend, we will see more sunshine and temperatures will be in the 50s for Tuesday, and we cool on down.
Thanks for watching News 3 Now Noon. Coming up next is The Bold and the Beautiful. Our next newscast is live at 4. And a reminder, you can find us streaming 24/7 on Channel 3000+.